So guys, in my previous video on mastering basic market structure, I explained three basic market structure and how you can understand it like a baby, whereby I go on showing you we have that of the swing market structure, the sub market structure, and that of the minor market structure. So all those ones I guided through in the previous video was all basic, whereby let's say you have something like this, then maybe a breakout of this high. So we tend to say that at this big breakout right here is known as a break of structure, right, which is also known as our break of structure. And right here you're seeing this other takeout right here is known as the swing structure. And what we expect is for any time the market tend to come to this zone, basically we also tend to buy. And when we buy at this point right here, when we buy at this point, we know that here is our substructure, right? Here is our substructure, and the catch we get is our minor structure. So all these are basic market structure which you tend to know. But you want to also know that most of the time, if market tend to do something like this, let's say market tend to do something like this, right, then come to this zone. So instead of most of the times respecting this zone and then going from this top, so most of the time what happens, it's come this way, take out this particular high, and then tend to then go up like this. And if we also tend to enter from this point, which is this point right here, we enter from this point, we might lose our money because market take out this low right here and then tend to go up. And that is where the advanced market structure, which I'm going to be guiding you through, going to come in, and is also called the algo market structure. And guys, if you've not watched the basic market structure, I would recommend you tend to go to my channel and you're going to see the video which I made about market structure, master market structure trading strategy in 40 minutes. This will guide you through everything you need to know about the basic market structure before you watch the advanced market structure. Because if you understand the basic market structure, you understanding that of the advanced won't be a big problem. You will tend to sync everything together and then understand how to read the market using the advanced market structure from the idea you've gotten from basic market structure. And that being said, if you're watching this video, I will appreciate you like this video, and also pay close attention to the end of this video, and also subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notification so you're going to be notified whenever I drop amazing videos like this regarding make money online, on airdrop, on futures trading, meme coin trading, and bunch of all of them right here that will make you money on the space. This is the new channel, Mr. World channel, and also my old channel, Everyday World, has been deleted by YouTube. So you all should support this channel by hitting that subscribe button, turning on the bell notification so you're going to be notified whenever I drop amazing videos like this on the channel. And without further ado, coming back right here on our trading view. So now you understand that we're going to dive into the advanced market structure in a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and clear all this. All right, now I've cleared it. Now you all know from the basic market structure that after the high is being taken out is known as the break of structure. So this high that take it out is called the swing structure, and we all expected this price to come back to this break of structure or to this zone, which you can also call the the discount zone. And then we tend to buy, and whenever price come to the discount zone, we buy. If price does not come to the discount zone, we will not buy. We tend to wait for price to come to the discount zone, then we buy. Now at the same time, the swing structure gives us the zone, the specific zone to buy. But with algo market structure, you get the more specific zone to buy. Now we all know that if price tend to come to this zone, most of the times, 90% of the time, price does not come to this particular zone. It also tend to take out this high, which is to say it sweep this high before going up, which is to say, let's say I open up something like this, and don't worry guys, I'm gonna be showing you a chart example exactly what all this is all about. Now let's say I have something like this, and then market is something like this. So this is a swing structure, which is to say the market has already taken out this particular and high, and like I told you, that's taking out this particular high, which is called the break of structure. Now, what are we expecting from basic market structure? We're expecting that those will tend to come back to this zone. But most of the time, what the market do, market will tend to take out this particular high and then boom, right? Now that way, if you tend to enter your, your put your maybe your stop loss right here and then enter from here, then you will tend to lose a lot of money because market will tend to take out this. Though now for algo market structure, now let me just say in algo market structure, what will happen is you will tend to see what we call a sweep. Then after seeing a sweep, you see a first break of structure, you see another low, then another break of structure, then before you buy. Now I'm going to make this so simple in such a way you can understand this as a baby. Now let me maybe open up maybe this right now. Now let's say for algo market structure, we first and first want to look out for is a sweep. Now let me just make this like this. So, and don't worry guys, I'm going to be giving you a chart example of how this algo market structure work using different currency pairs as we proceed in this video. Now let's say we'll have something like this and maybe a sweep of this, right? We must see a sweep, right, of this previous low coming right here, and also a break of structure, then and also another low, and then another break of structure, right? So that's algo market structure for you. So now once you tend to see something like this, now we're going to say this right here is a sweep, right? And expecting this your break of structure, another break of structure, then once you see this other break of structure, then once this tends to come to this zone, to this, then we buy. Right now, let me use this alphabetically like A, B, C so you can tend to understand. Now, let's say I have something like this. So I'm going to call this first one right here. All right, I'm going to call this first one, this low, the lower low right here, an A, right? I'm going to call it an A, and I'm going to call this second low right here a B. Right, and then right here I'm gonna call this C. Now for any time this B is being taken out, we tend to buy, right? So that is algo market structure for you. Now whenever we tend to see a chart example like this, and maybe you see a previous low being taken out, then a first break of structure, another low, another break of structure, then after you've seen like two break of structure, whenever the second break of structure is being taken out, then you tend to buy. So which is to say, after a sweep, you see your first break of structure, you are not tend to buy, right? This is swing structure. So no matter what the market tend to do, no matter how liquidity tends to play out, you just have to wait, be patient, and as well wait for another low and another break of structure. Once you see at least multiple break of structure, you wait for the second break of structure, which is the second low, to be taken out, then before you buy, which is same as A. Then this also will be B. Then this second last break of structure, we call it C. So for whenever the B is taken out, we tend to buy from the B. That is algo market structure. Now the win rate for this is 90% than the win rate for this first one, which I showed you guys. Now that is how this algo market structure tend to work. Now let me use some few charts example to guide it through, then you tend to understand what all these are, not just drawing on the charts to just showing you what it is. So I'm going to go ahead on the chart using a different pairs to guide it through how this works. And guys, if you're getting value from this video, all I appreciate you tend to do is to like this video, subscribe to your boys channel, turn on the bell notification, and also comment down below market structure in the comment section, and also ask me any question you feel you have, and I'm going to be right there to reply all your question. Now let me come right here and use this pair. I think I have a pair right here called Wild, right? And whenever you want to search a pair on on trading view, then it's best to use either futures or crypto. But randomly, I use futures, right? Use futures because basically, if you want to get a particular, pair, but if you're trading crypto, you can just over to crypto to get all the crypto pairs. But if you're trading forex, it's best to use futures. That way, you see the exact pairs and what particular broker they are trading with, right? So I'm going to use wild. So this is a pair which we're going to be looking out today. Alright guys, let's take a look at this pair called the wild USDT in a 4-hour time frame. Now if you watch closely on this pair, you want to see that at this point right here, this chart is looking on a downtrend pattern. Right now, let's see what it has done in the past few times. Now if we come right here, basically, let me come right here. Now you want to see that this chart does something like this, and now you're going to see the algo market structure right here on this chart pattern. Now let's say you look, basically you want to say it went from here, then from here it take out this low. All right, so it sweep from where it is at 2.0 to that of 1.2, and then it now break off this structure right here, breaking off the structure to over 2.1, right? And what happened then, it came down to this particular zone, and then what did it not do? Then it also creates another break of structure right here, right, making it a second break of structure right now. And what happened, so we're going to say that from this action it has done, then we're going to say this zone down below from where it took out right here, we'll call it A, right? Let's say we'll call it right here A, and then this zone, which is the second zone after the break of structure right here, we'll call it B, right? And then this particular zone at the top right here, we'll call it C. Now if you watch, basically, now after the market made a sweep, then it did a first break of structure of this high, right? Then after which it did another break of structure of this particular high. Now we're going to say that for each time, now if you watch, basically this market tend to take out this B, and what happened, boom, it went to the all-time high. Now you want to say that basically that if we tend to say maybe we have something like this, maybe a sweep, then we now have to buy from this B, what will happen, the market will just take us out before going. So you want to also make sure you see a sweep of the previous low, a break of structure, another low, then another break of structure, then whenever price then to take out this B, then you make sure you buy from this particular zone. This way you won't be losing out on any of your funds, and then you trying to use Fibonacci tool won't be really necessary because you're knowing the exact zone, the exact specific zone to buy off from. Now this also apply both in the sell in a bearish trend, and also apply both in the bullish trend. Now all you have to do for each time you tend to see any chart pattern is for you to look out for the the first sweep, then you mark it out. If it does not maybe create those double lows and those double break of structure, you just have to mark it out and then tend to wait and keep checking. You just don't want to enter the market blindly so you won't lose out on any money. So I'm going to show you guys another pair and then wrap it up from there. So I'm going to come to this pair called ENA. Alright guys, right here on this NAUSDT, ENAUSDT perpetual. Now algo market structure happens twice. Now the first one is the previous action it has done, and then the second one is the one which is a setup we am anticipating. Now if you come basically right here, you want to see that first and first it made a sweep right here which you're seeing, and then what happened, it make a first break of structure to this zone. right? And what happened again, this zone right here, we'll call it our A, which is the sweep. And then coming back to this zone, we'll call it what? Our B, right? We'll call it our B, right? So right here, we'll call this our B, right? And right here, you make sure you call this zone your A, right? Now, from this zone, what happened is also make another break of structure, right? And then right here, we'll call this our C. Call this your C. And now for each time this B tend to take out, then we'll buy. Now if you watch what happened, this B almost took out, and then what happened, this went to go to the all-time high. Boom. So what we're expecting to do is for us to buy from this particular zone. Easy peasy. Now another setup again inside this ENA which we're anticipating. Now if you watch, basically it's also happened right here. Now if you watch, basically this also happened, and if you look right here, it's also made a sweep right here, which is then after the sweep, then another a breakout structure, right? After which it came back to this zone, making it B, right? So right here we'll call it B, call here B, right? I'm gonna call here B and make sure I call here A, right? Then at this top right here, which is another breakout structure from the B, I'm gonna call it C, right? And what happened, this anytime the B tend to take out, then we'll buy. Now if you watch basically from this chart, the B has already take out, and what's happening, this is now trying to go back to the top. Now if you tend to enter this trade from here, you will be on profit. Now for me to clear your doubt, I'm going to go to my exchange and show you a proven fact that what I just showed you really works, and then show you how profit I am on this particular pair called ENA USDT using this simple algo market structure. And now this is to let you know that if you tend to understand the algo market structure the right way, you can make money from trading, futures trading using algo market structure, right? Alright guys, so looking basically right here on this exchange, this is called an XC exchange on the ENA USDT. So using the strategy I showed you on algo market structure, I enter this position of this particular trade, and if you come right here on my trade setup, you want to see that I'm on profit, right? On profit using this strategy. You can see this is Mr. Wealth, the Godfather, ENA USDT, and you can see I'm on 90% profit. Is just triggering. No, by the time this tends to go to the up hand time, I'm going to be making profit. I'm making money from this particular strategy I just showed you. And guys, this strategy I showed you works. Now if you tend to understand it, you will make a lot of money. And other than that, if you want to get started, you want me to make a detailed video how to do futures trading with your mobile phone using XT exchange, I want you to go ahead and comment down below in the comment section XT exchange. And with that said, if you don't have an account with XT exchange, all you want to do is to go ahead and set up an account. I'm going to be leaving a promo code. We're going to be giving you $40 when you tend to sign up and then deposit at least $50 and above. You get a whopping free $40 from these guys. And with that said, this strategy I showed you regarding the advanced market structure is a proven strategy that works, and if you tend to understand it, like I said, you will make a lot of money from the crypto and the financial market. Now if you have any question regarding this video, all I want you to do is to go ahead and ask me your question, and then I'm going to be right there to reply you right there. And if you want maybe a more detail reach out, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. You can go ahead and join my Telegram channel. There are job signals also, and you can also ask your question on the chat box also right there. And that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed the tutorial from A to Z, all I want you to do is to support me by sharing this video, liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the bell notification. Until I see you on my next video, keep winning, stay safe, and peace out.